Good morning, YouTube. Have you ever heard the saying, first world problems? I'm not saying life is easy. There's illness of body and of mind. There's loss, grief, struggle, strife, and difficulty, poverty, lack of support, and isolation. There's problems no matter where you live. And it can make it hard to get through a day, a week, a year, to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It can blind us and make us feel like we have the worst life ever. Like there's nothing good about our life, nothing good about ourselves. And if you're in such a position that you have the capacity to have first world problems, you have a lot to be grateful for. And you may not be able to see it. I, for one, have this cup of coffee. I have a cup to drink it out of, a pot to make it, and coffee in my cupboard. I have food in my fridge. I have a warm place to sleep, a bed to sleep in, an apartment, and a cat. Can't really see her. She's a big ball of black fluff right now. A pet, and the capacity to feed that pet. I have warm clothes. I have more than one outfit. I have the capacity to change my clothes. I have access to water that just comes right out of my faucet. It's clean and drinkable, and I can bathe in it out of my bathroom that I also have. These things are little things. Not everybody has that. Some places in the world, people have to walk for miles to get access to water, and it may not even be clean. Just water coming out of your sink is not a given, it's a blessing. You may not be aware of the abundance with which you have access to the internet, electricity. I could go on and on. I may have health problems, I may have mental health problems, but I have aspects of my health that I can appreciate. And I have treatment and access to treatment for the things that I have wrong with me, mentally and physically. Not everyone can say that. I have a warm place to sleep. Not everyone can say that. Especially in some places in the world. I'm not saying that industrialized society is great. We pollute, and many of us are materialistic. It's got its problems. But when you feel like you have nothing going for you, like nothing ever works out in your favor, like you got the short end of the stick, and you have nothing in life and nothing about you is good, take time to appreciate all those little things that aren't really so little to a lot of other people that we just take for granted. And you realize that your life is actually rather abundant. Your supply is actually rather abundant. Your privilege and access is rather abundant, and you have a lot of things to be grateful for. Instead of an attitude of taking things for granted, take things for gratitude. And that seed of knowledge of just counting everything as a blessing, especially those things that we overlook because we're used to them, can really help you get through situations that are difficult by making you feel blessed and grateful and fortunate. So, try to keep some perspective. Look around your life, that you're electric, your access to the internet. Every little thing that you have. It's not a given, it's a luxury that other people don't have. And when the going gets rough, if you've practiced a habit of appreciating everything, you don't have to have monumental things in your life to appreciate. The fact that you have access to water is monumental. Ask some people who don't. Learning to appreciate the many things you do have will make you realize how fortunate you are and will change your focus from your problem to your blessing. Love you guys. Have a good day. I gotta do something about this. Peace. I'm such a geek. Bye, you guys.